January's mini of the month was an Eldar Striking Scorpion. After priming the miniature, I want to start with a slightly darker green base coat, so I turned to my Viejo color Goblin Green. Setting it down for my airbrush, I got a nice even color over the miniature. With a black wash and a small brush, I tried to create depth in the recesses of the armor, but being mindful not to go too overboard. With Pro Acrylic Green, I started to build up the highlights. Then building up that highlight further, I mixed golden yellow in with my green and applied a thin layer. Now, switching to pure yellow, I started to paint some of the finer details. There was definitely a few times that I forgot to breathe. In addition, I had some issues with the yellow on the shoulder pads, so I embraced it and made a creative choice to make the pad more yellow than green. Then, using the yellow, I added a very thin layer for a final highlight on the green armor. With Coral Black, it was time to move on to the darker end of the spectrum, his face mask and his weapons. With Mahogany, I painted the base layer for his straps and holster. Giving it time to dry, now it was time to make the mini pop and add some glorious gold. The gold is also providing a base layer for where we're going to be putting our gemstones. After we have our gold layer, we apply dark blue-gray, followed by a little bit of sky blue and titanium white to finish the shine. For the eyes, I start with burnt red, layer on bold pyrrole red, followed by, once again, a speck of white. I then go through and edge highlight all black surfaces with white. Moving back to the chainsword, I grab Iron Warriors for the teeth. Now that the pouches and straps had time to dry, I mix light umber with mahogany for my first layer, followed by golden brown for a final touch. For the base, I use Stonewall Gray, washing it down with a black wash, and then highlighting once more with some Stonewall Gray. Using Martian Iron Crust, I bring texture to the base. After cleaning up the rim with black, I have completed my first ever Eldar.